high and blessings from Jerusalem. What is the purpose of us, of the Hebrew people, going out from Egypt? What is the reason why we went out? What do we want to achieve? What is happening in the heads of the people who went out from Egypt? What are they thinking? Okay, now we're going to do a short journey inside the Bible, reading few verses just to realize exactly what is happening. So let's start with the end of Genesis. The end of Genesis is the last chapter of Genesis, the last 3 verses of Genesis. Joseph is swearing the people of Israel, the children of Israel, and saying to them, God for surely will remember you, and he will surely take you up, and you need to take my bones out from here. This word, surely remember you, is a very unique word in the Hebrew. It's written down not as only the word of remembrance, but the word is pakod yifkod. It's 2 meanings inside this word, pakod. One is remember, and the second one is a commandment. God will command me out from Egypt. And don't forget to take my bones, my body, out from Egypt also with you. Fair enough. So let's go to Exodus chapter 4. After Moses spoke with God, and he's coming towards the Hebrew nation, and he's telling the elders of the Hebrew people the same words. He's promising them that God will take them out from Egypt. ויאמן העם וישמעו כי פקד השם את בני ישראל. And they all people believed, ויאמן, believed, and they heard that God remembered the children of Israel and he will take them out. Fair enough. Let's go to Exodus number 13. After Pharaoh is blessing the Hebrew people, he's asking the Hebrew people, bless me because you are the blessed people. And in Exodus number 13, where we have 2 commandments to do. Okay, this is the first verses. But when you go down to verse number 5, and it says there, and it will come to pass that God will bring you into the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, and all those people, the Hebrew land. This is the main thing that the Hebrew people thought that they're going out from Egypt. And you can see this again. And then it says that you need to preserve this Passover and not to eat any bread. Okay, fair enough. You need to eat only matzot. Fair enough. And it's continuing on in another verse number 11. And it will come to pass that God will bring you into the land, the Israeli land, the land of the Canaanites. So the main aim of the people who went out from Egypt is to come to the promised land. Fair enough. This is where they want to go. There's a problem. We need to be aware from this problem. And the problem is that, and it's written down there in verse number 17, that it come to pass when Pharaoh let the people go, and in the beginning they thought that Pharaoh let them go, not God did it, that God did not lead them by the fast way to the land of the Canaanites, the Palestinian land, because the war is very near. Now, God understood what we all believe. After being 3, 4, 5 generations of people who are slaved, they have no guts, they have no ability to stand and to start a war. They will return back to Egypt. This is what's written down in chapter 14, verse number 17. So there is something here that is a bit of a delay. What are we going to get in this delay time? We're going to get also that God is going to restore himself, to show himself, and to give us the 10 commandments, the Bible. Was he supposed to give those 10 commandments to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? No, because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, first of all, they got promises that they're going to get this land. and they also behaved in the right way. It's written down already in Genesis number 13, where God is saying to Abraham, Genesis number 13, verses 1, 2, and 3, go forth from your land and from your birthplace and from your father's house to the land that I will show you, the Canaanite land, and I will make you into a great nation. Where? In Israel. And I will bless you, and you will bring blessing to all of the world. Later on also God will say that I know Abraham, that he is teaching his kids in the right way, in the righteous way. And this is why I'm giving you this blessing and these promises. And I'm giving those promises also to Isaac and also to Jacob. And all three of them are being blessed that they're going to be a big nation in the Israelite place, in the Canaanite, what we call the Canaanite land. So this is the main aim of going out from Egypt, going and being a nation in the Hebrew land. And it's also being said in Exodus number 15, where the Hebrew people are, praising God after he killed all the Egyptians inside the water. And they have a very big song there. The end of the song, 17 and 18, verses number 17 and 18 in this chapter, is they saying, you will bring us and you will plant us in the mount of your heritage, where we will say later on, this is a mount where the blessing of all of the people of the world will come there. And you're going to build up the Beit Mikdash, where? In the place where the Arabs today having all sorts of stones and trying to not to let us go there. It's really funny that the United Nations is going to do tonight a discussion about this place. This is the normal place that the Hebrew nation is thinking when they're going out from Egypt. So it took us maybe a few hundred years to build up this mount of temple, and then it was destroyed, and now we're going again to this situation. But there is also another something that is disturbing us. What exactly is disturbing us? We see in chapter 11, almost there, that the Hebrew nation is going out from Egypt. Moses was highly esteemed in the land of Egypt, in the eyes of Pharaoh's servants, and in the eyes of the people. So there are also a group of people who are very excited from all the miracles that Moses knows how to do. And then when the Hebrew people are going out, and it says in chapter 12 that the Hebrew people are going out, and the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Sukkot, about 600,000 on foot, the men, besides the young children and everything else. It's also said that there are also a great mix of multitude went up with them, what we call the Erev Rav, because they were very flashed. They were very excited from all the miracles that Moses did. Are they coming to the promised land? They don't know the promised land, those people. Fair enough. But the main people of the Israelite people, they want to come because of the promised land. This is where they want to go. This is their mission, to build up the temple, that it will be the house for all of the people of the world. That place where God is speaking with the people, what we call the prophecy, a place where the prophets and the Hebrew people and all of the people of the world can pray to God and get connected with God. Not like the Christian world that is saying, okay, man, human being is the most important here. And from time to time we need to give an hour in the church to speak with God. Or the Arabs who are saying, no, God is the most important thing here. Let's demolish man. We can kill him, we can destroy him, we can do everything not to be here. The Hebrew nation is speaking about connection with God. And the main connection is in the Hebrew land, where the Hebrew people are sitting there, and in the holy temple, where you can pray. Everybody can pray there. And this is one of the things, the main things, why we went out of Egypt, to strengthen the connection between God and the human being. So it starts with the Ten Commandments, but the main aim and the main purpose of going out from Egypt is for being connected with God in the holy land, the place of God, and in the holy mountain, the Temple Mountain, where God's home. He is there, putting his Shekhinah inside, so we can get connected with him. Blessings from Jerusalem. Bye.